Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Drago's Deck Guide. Today we'll be highlighting a deck idea I kind of had revolving around an old deck, which was Watcher's Elise Spider Sacrifice and the new card Maokai. The idea was that you kind of combine the two in order to really get the most out of both cards. Does it work? Well, you'll have to see for yourself. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you do, don't forget to like and subscribe and have an amazing day. Alright, so this is the deck. I was thinking, a lot of people are playing the new Maokai card with the the level up condition for him being tossing a lot of your units, but he actually has a secondary, which is units have died, and you know, usually in order to get 25 units to die, it would be practically impossible for a deck. But I realized there was one deck that was really good at getting a lot of units to die, and that was Endure Spiders. So Endure Spiders was an archetype from last set, B, maybe low A tier deck, that would kill off a bunch of units to try to either overwhelm the opponent or by turn 7 throw a really big They Who Endure at them using Atrocity. So I thought, you know, that deck was really good, but it could probably be top tier if it had an alternative win condition. It's got enough legs to stand on with the rest of its core kit. So I figured I would try to give Maokai a shot. So I took out some replacements. A few notable replacements, of course, are Maokai. I only run 2 of him instead of 3 because you really... On the other decks, you try to get him out as early as possible to get the toss mechanic going up, but like I said, you're kind of relying on death of your units here to get him leveled up, so you don't need all 3 copies. Plus, he's a little slow for a deck like this. Neverglade Collector is an interesting one. I went ahead and put 2 copies in. I'm testing it out. It seems really good for stabilizing against hard aggro. At least that's the idea, so we'll see how it works out. And then we went ahead and put on Dead Bloom Wanderer 2, another little tech against burn decks. So since we're running Omen Hawk, there's a chance it becomes a 4/3 life steal that counts 4 towards your Maokai. So good idea to try out. The rest of the deck is basically your old core spiders. You've got your Hapless Aristocrats, your Spiders, your Elise, your Skirter, still crazy even with the nerf. Brood Awakening, and then They Who Endure and Atrocity. So that's the idea of the deck. Let's give it a shot and see how it works. If the game reaches round 40, the game will end in a tie. Imagine reaching round 40, that sounds horrible. So we tried to mulligan for a little bit earlier cards. This deck has a lot of early game cards, and we didn't actually draw any of them, so... And we were against burn. And he's on the attack. Maybe not the best game to draw like this. Oh my goodness. We have so much early game in this deck. Where is it? No. No, Draven. Oh my god. We'll try to come back with Neverglade Collector. It's gonna be a hard one though. You gotta be lovers that I not know. Another you gotta be lovers that So we'll drop Neverglade next turn. This game might just come down to how quickly you can level up Jinx, because Jinx's level up does absolutely destroy us. I'm surprised he didn't just go ahead and level up his Draven there. He could have easily. I guess he wanted to rummage. He's not doing a very good job of discarding his handout. Looks like he's playing more on the aggro side rather than the discard side, which is good for us. Considering the fact we're about to be healing a lot. So there's Elise. That's good. Elise would let us take out the two problem champions here. If we can get spiders to stick. There's Atrocity. We're one off. If we Atrocity'd the Dead Bloom Wanderer right now, he'd be at 1. We can heal 2 by Vile Feasting one of our own units, though. I'm hoping he Jinx Rockets me and kills himself on it. Interesting. We should win here. Then now we should be able to atrocity after he spins his hand up. So we let that go through, I believe. And let's see what his last card is. Good, good. He's about to be extremely upset. So this is where all that healing comes in. We drew well against an aggro deck later on. Just because we got so much healing there in the end. The 5 mana heal a unit every time it dies is a little bit better than I thought it would be, at least in that particular situation. Alright, so we're against the Scout Misfortune mid-range deck. Which will be a rough matchup if he gets an early Misfortune stick, since most of our units are 1 cost, or 1 health. Weirdly slow start for him. This deck isn't supposed to have this slow of a start. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked with Elise. It wouldn't have mattered. It's fine with me. So I guess we're just going to try to run him over as quickly as possible this time. This is the other way to win with this deck. If you don't get either of the combos off. Luckily, it doesn't seem like he's drawing Misfortune. And this might be the Bannerman version of the deck too. You fool. If you strike me down, I will only grow stronger. Oh, that's pretty good. Why is that one? So Atrocity wins us the game if we draw it. There's They Who Endure. That's a really good draw. I think the correct play for him is actually to pull They Who Endure with his Swift Wing in order to try to get a random elite in his hand that'll help save him. It's not what he did, but I think that was the play for him. Because now we just win on the attack unless he draws hard removal. Alright, there's Atrocity. Doesn't matter what he draws, we just win. So maybe Mokai is too slow for this deck.